everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mariah. Today's topic is substance abuse with neurological conditions. This topic was suggested to me. This video is research-based. For the research in this video, I used 6 articles to gather information for this topic. The links to these articles will be in the video description box. If you're interested to know more after you watch, I'll link my social media accounts in the video description box. If you like or enjoy my content, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment and/or any suggestion you have below. You can support my channel by becoming a patron. The link to my Patreon will be posted in the comment section below. Thanks a lot. And now let's get into today's topic. Autism and Substance was the title of the first article from the Recovery Village website. People with autism frequently struggle with substance abuse. Studies have shown that people with autism are no more likely to have substance abuse issues than anyone else. In many cases, these individuals will be less inclined to use substances as a result of social avoidance tendencies. People with autism who try substances may have higher likelihood of becoming addicted because of the symptoms of social avoidance. Autism and alcohol. According to an Australian study, people with fewer autistic traits, formerly known as Asperger's disorder, are a higher risk of alcohol abuse because of the autistic traits that are present involve social challenges. Individuals with more autistic traits tend to be risk avoidance, which result in less socialization and drinking overall. So while it is possible for someone with autism to have social challenges with alcohol addiction, the fewer traits an autistic has, the greater the odds of alcohol use becoming a problem. Autism and marijuana. Marijuana poses the same risk of substance abuse in autistics as it does for members of the general population. As with alcohol and other drugs, the risks may increase if an autistic uses marijuana as a means of coping with stress. Recent studies have shown that CBD oil helps reduce some symptoms in autistic children. Autism and nicotine. People with high-functioning autism can become addicted to tobacco in the same ways that the general population can. Social settings can bring discomfort to an autistic, may influence the use of tobacco products. Statistics on autism and drug use. Statistics on drug use and autism rates vary. Some studies indicate that a low correlation between drug use and autism diagnosis, while others suggest the opposite. However, a study conducted in Sweden showed a greater prevalence of drug use in autistic populations. Research seems to suggest that among autistics, the risk of drug use tends to increase as intellectual ability increases. Does autism lead to drug addiction? Simply stated, no. Autism does not lead to drug addiction, and drug addiction does not cause autism. However, autistics with less autistic traits and greater intellectual abilities tend to have a higher risk of drug addiction. The second article that I read was titled Substance Abuse in Individuals with Autism from the Rehab Center website. Autistics tend to use drugs or alcohol to ease social interaction, raising the risk of their developing a substance use disorder. However, when autistic people, However, while autistic people are less likely to abuse substances, those who do are more likely to experience related problems. A 2016 study found that autistics had twice the risk of developing a substance use disorder than non-autistics. Both autistics and ADHD people have an even higher risk. Excessive stress and the inability of a healthily dealt with the inability to healthily deal with it often leads people to substance abuse. One common reason an autistic person may misuse alcohol or drugs is to lower their inhibitions and ease of social interactions. The third article that I read was titled, "Is There a Connection Between Schizoaffective Disorder and Addiction?" from the American Addiction Center's website. Risk of substance abuse. Individuals with psychotic disorders and mood disorders have a higher rate of substance abuse. The notion that individuals with these disorders use drugs and alcohol to self-medicate their symptoms is often not valid because the effect of drugs and alcohol eventually make the symptoms of this disorder worse. While some individuals might attempt to address these symptoms with drugs or alcohol in the long run, the self-medication hypothesis does not appear to be a valid issue. The exception to this is nicotine, which may have been a medicinal effect in some individuals with schizophrenia or some other form of psychosis. Nevertheless, the co-occurrence of substance abuse with psychotic disorders is high. Very high rates of tobacco abuse, marijuana, alcohol abuse, and illicit drug use, other than cannabis, occurs in individuals with both subtypes of schizoaffective disorder, which is bipolar schizoaffective disorder and depressive schizoaffective disorder. Article number 4 is the link between schizophrenia and substance abuse from the Action Rehab website. Did you know that individuals who abuse hazardous substances are a high risk of developing psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia? Likewise, those suffering from mental illness, abusing drugs and alcohol is highly probable. In other words, there is a great link between schizophrenia and substance abuse, both known to fuel one another. It is very important to understand this dangerous risk, as a dual diagnosis can be very difficult to live with and recover with. How schizophrenia can influence substance abuse. It is highly likely for individuals suffering from the likes of schizophrenia to abuse drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol will be viewed as a coping mechanism, an escape from reality. They will self-medicate with the aim of reducing psychotic symptoms. Yet by doing so, they are developing a habitual behavior, a dependence on drugs and alcohol. The fifth article was titled Schizophrenia and Substance Abuse from the PsychCom website. Common substances abused by people with schizophrenia include alcohol, nicotine, cocaine, and cannabis. Substance abuse studies vary widely, with claims ranging from 10 to 70% of people with schizophrenia having a problem. Researchers have found that over half of all people with schizophrenia abused at least one substance before the onset of the mental illness. People with schizophrenia also are 4.6 times more likely to be diagnosed with a substance use disorder than the general population. And the last article that I read, or the sixth article, was titled, What to Know About ADHD and Addiction from the Medical News Today website. The likelihood of substance use disorder is almost twice as high among people with ADHD and 4 times as high among those with ADHD and conduct disorder. What is the connection between ADHD and substance disorder? Experts are unclear as to the exact reason behind the connection, but there are several theories linking ADHD and substance use. Cigarette smoke seems to influence the likelihood of developing substance use disorders in children and adolescents with ADHD. For example, some research shows that more than 50% of adolescents who smoke and have ADHD go on to develop substance use disorder as young adults. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share your honest thoughts about this topic in the comment section. As some of you may know, I have problems with pronunciation, which is because of my learning disability, I'm dyslexic. I don't try to hide this because I want people to know who have similar struggles to know that they aren't alone. No matter how hard pronouncing some words can be, I will always try my best. Those are the reasons I keep my mistakes in these videos. As always, I'm open to any suggestions you have for any future videos, topics. Please let me know what they are in the comment section below or on my Twitter page, and my Twitter handle is @BurleyMariah, which is my last name then my first name, and I can spell it for you. My last name is spelled Burley, and my first name is spelled Marih. The next video will be on the fear of being misunderstood because of my disability, which will be available on my Patreon on Wednesday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. EDT, and on my YouTube channel on Saturday, November 5th at 6 p.m. EDT. Hope everyone's continuing to stay safe. I'll post my notes in the comment section for anyone who needs them. Again, please like, share, and subscribe if you found this video would be helpful. Feel free to share this video with anyone you think might benefit from watching it. If you want to be notified when I do any live streams or upload any new content, you'll want to click the bell icon and select the all option under the bell icon. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.